him hunched over the furnace. The one heater.
Sitting on the radiator?
Yes, with a blanket wrapped around him because he was so thin he couldn't retain
have a lot
heat.
of body fat,
Yeah.
Well, that was the problem. A general problem with 6 and 2 is the furnace was simply not up to the job of keeping a huge house with lots of holes rotted in the exterior warm.
Well, it could, but we couldn't afford it.
As I recall, it could only keep 2 rooms warm. The orange room and John's room.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I always thought John did something.
Probably I went down to the basement and redid the ducts.
Twisted a few knobs.
So that it made my room warmer. The reason that actually, I remember that the reason I had a really good warm bed was that I had a duct underneath, heating duct on the wall, against the wall where I had my bed, and I would take my bed and roll it over the top of the heating duct, and then the blankets hang off the edge of my mattress so that it formed a little tent over the top of the duct with my bed in the inside the tent, and that way I always had really nice toasty warm bed.
And here I'm upstairs and I have all my clothing on my bed, the dirty clothes down by the foot of the bed, and the clean clothes up by the head of the bed, and that way I was warm. That's when I started wearing union suits.
I remember that.
I didn't want anything to do with the cold.
Well, we didn't have any heat ducts up in our room.
No, we didn't. Well, we had those.
We had those like
dragons.
gas-powered heaters that I turned mine on once, and I was afraid it would burn the house down, so I removed it
Yeah, and shortly
plugged up
after
the
that,
hole.
I removed mine.
with calc.
Do you remember the time that it got down to 16 below in Columbus, and the pipes inside the house up in the kitchen, the ceiling of the kitchen, the pipes froze, and then burst, and we had water cascading through the house, the kitchen, and it was also 16 degrees below zero.
And I was living at the Holiday Inn. That's when I worked at the Holiday Inn, and I said, it's supposed to get down to 15 degrees tonight. I am not coming to work if it's 15 degrees. And the innkeeper said, well, we have customers to feed, so why don't you all stay? He never did it again.
Yeah, the only thing that kept my bed warm was Susan. The winters I lived here before she moved in, I was sleeping in the orange room or the basement in the winter. That room was just too darn cold.
Yeah. It was a bit frigid up there.
Well, the only thing I had in my room was like a mattress and stacks of carefully arranged comic books. And I bought a bookshelf from a guy who lived over there, which I still have. It was a sickly yellow color, and he made me promise when I bought it that I would never ever paint it. So I never did. But Susan didn't make that promise. And now it's white.
And there you have it. We kept the letter of the law. So did you guys already go in?
John did.
Yes, I went.
I
did a
didn't.
little
I
tour
was
of
out
the
here
interior.
watching stuff.
I see. Yes.
You want to go in?
No.
Well, I think we've done enough filming here. We could,
Okay.
we could head back. If you want to walk around campus or do anything else like that now.
I wouldn't mind walking around campus.
Okay.
What time is it? Are we getting to here?
Oh,
Keep 'em-